The pandemic made way for the new normal we are currently facing. Aside from wearing face masks, wearing face shields, and social distancing, one of the biggest change the pandemic has brought us is the concept of working from home. Having to bring our work inside the house, we unknowingly cross the line between work and personal life with 24/7 access to emails. Working day and night while inserting some household chores in between can lead to burnout and fatigue. Hi everyone, this is Camille, and on this episode, we will be answering the most timely question: how can we have a better work-life balance? Before we dig in deeper, we have here Miss Pia Reyes Cruz to help us understand better what work-life balance really is.
Good day, everyone. I'm Pia Reyes Cruz, and I'm a learning consultant and workshop facilitator. I enjoy helping people level up in their productivity, performance, and personal effectiveness. And I'm also a Gallup certified strengths coach. The work-life balance is a term that has been around for quite a long time now, and actually it has been changing in definition. Some have been calling it work-life integration. When you say work-life balance, offhand people think, 50-50, well-balanced personal life and work. It doesn't seem realistic anymore. And work-life integration, the term says that there's some overlap, especially nowadays in the time of pandemic. The lines between work and personal life practically disappeared, with everyone working from home, and most businesses are unable to keep their usual work hours. But for me, work-life balance nowadays simply means being clear on the different parts of your life that are important to you. That may mean career, work, family. It can mean another part of your life, like keeping your home life, the chores, the essentials, and keeping your home safe. It can also mean having time for your hobbies, your passions, your personal interests. It can mean taking care of the financial part of your life, the spiritual part of your life. So for me, it's identifying what these aspects are that are truly important for you. There's a tool called the Wheel of Life, so it asks you to identify what are the different parts of you that are most important, and knowing what you want to accomplish for each one, the most critical and vital, and addressing all of those important aspects of these different parts of yourself, and being able to do them to satisfactory levels without getting overly stressed and burnt out.
I invited a good friend of mine, Miss Chin Imperial, to share with us on how she balances her work and personal life during this pandemic, and at the same time working away from her loved ones.
I say proper time management. My field of work is actually demanding. That's why I am a bit used to extending more hours just to accomplish the target deliverables. But do I fail to maintain the balance between the two? I think not, because during my off days, I see to it that I accomplish as much things as possible to help me with my me time. With time as our main variable, that also means that work and life balance can also vary on someone's obligation. First step is to be punctual. Punctuality means the quality of being on time. So it isn't only applicable to work, it is also applicable to your personal life. So for example, you have to be in time for bed. So limit your games or your K-drama watching so that you will be in time for bed. By that, you have enough time to rest so that you will have enough energy for the next day. Second is to set boundaries. So you will encounter a colleague or sometimes a boss that will still message you during off days or sometimes late night hours. So learn to set that boundaries. Learn to say no or do not reply at all. They should learn how to respect your personal time. Third and lastly, try to see things in a positive and a broader perspective. sometimes we tend to equate the value of time to the amount of time spent. For example, I work for 10 hours today. I sometimes think that it robbed me off of my personal time, which actually isn't always the case. So try to look in a broader perspective that maybe you have spent extra hours for work today, but that only means that you have finished a task that won't bug you for the rest of the week. So remember that it isn't only about the amount of time you spent, but is actually the quality of time and the effort that you put into it.
I agree with Miss Chin. We all have our own obligations in life, but I hope we all can have one common obligation, and that is to take care of ourselves physically, mentally, and emotionally. To understand this better, let's have Miss Pia once again to explain to us how does work-life balance affect our health.
Work-life balance definitely affects your health in many ways. First and foremost, your mental health, which is very crucial nowadays. A lot of times we are stressed when we do not get to do the things that we feel we need to do, and that takes a toll on us. However, when we have a clear picture of what it is that we want to achieve and we focus on those, there's a bigger chance that we are able to fulfill them because we are more focused, and we understand the impact that these things we spend time on will have. Knowing that I'm able to satisfy the needs of my career, the needs of my family, my social life, my personal life, being able to cover the most important parts of these aspects will give us peace of mind. And it goes without saying also that if we do have work-life balance, we're able to take care of ourselves physically. At least maintain a healthy lifestyle, eat well, exercise, whatever it is that contributes to our physical health. That alone is already very, very powerful in contributing to our health. So physical health, mental health, when you're able to address those in line with work-life balance, then you can clearly see how it can contribute. For some people, they even go to the extent of making sure that their spiritual health taken care of and they continue nourishing them. So work-life balance, it's really keeping us healthy in the different dimensions of our being, from mental, physical, spiritual, and for some others even, financial health would follow.
We have here Sir Jeff Chua, one of our resource speakers and also a business owner, to share with us how can employers encourage their employees to have a healthy work-life balance, and how can this affect the company.
Companies has now come to realize that the traditional corporate hero of coming in early and working late at night doesn't work anymore. We have seen a lot of burnouts among our employees. So, work-life balance is not actually an end goal for every company. It's a tool to ensure the long-term success of the company. Now, the key words here is actually strategic rest, restoration, and renewal. Time and energy is finite, right? But energy is renewable. So every company must have a plan in place to ensure that their people is working smart. It's managing their energy, meaning there should be time for vacations, there should be time for exercise among its employee so that it can renew its energy. And from my experience in working in the operations and really doing the daily grind, I have seen employees that they need to plan things better. They need to set realistic plans. Most of the time, that is where the source of the problem is. Coming up with realistic plans, coming up with realistic timelines. So we have to make sure our employees are equipped to plan things better, knows how to prioritize projects, and most importantly, they should also know how to negotiate with their bosses their projects, the priorities of their projects. From then on, they'll be more or less anxious. They'll be able to boost their performance, because they know what is most important to their company.
I know this work from home setup is really challenging for us. That's why having a work-life balance in these trying times is really vital. Aside from the fact that it will keep us healthy and productive, it will also make us happy and fulfilled.
What about you? How do you balance your work and personal life during this pandemic? Let us know by commenting below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to know more about us, visit our website www.inquireacademy.com. And don't forget to stay healthy and happy. Bye!